How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Trigun Stampede episode review. Today's episode is episode 2, The Running Man. Oh, that's the dance. So, The Running Man. Before I go any further, please don't forget to run and hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos just like this, and make sure you leave me a comment down below. I'd love to know what you're thinking. So, remember last episode where Vash did Vash stuff, saved the town a second time, and had those military guys running for the hills, and he finally tells he tells them about Million Knives, right? Pardon the noise. Well, this episode is, I guess, more fallout from that. I do like that it is a direct continuation, as we see the people and everything, because now they want Vash, right? Because his bounty, that $6 million double dollar man, his whole bounty could pay for a new plant, could pay for the plant to be fixed. And Rosa's whole thing is, if there weren't children here, we're mothers. If there weren't kids here and it was all adults, we wouldn't do this. But we got to, and I love the fact that Meryl and Roberto both help him. Meryl flat out says, "Did you save you twice, and this is what you do?" And Vash Vash saves her and her son Tonus when they're about to get run over by the Nebraskas, Papa Nebraska and son Gosef Nebraska. Dude looks like he is scalped a Rastafarian and stitched his braided head, or should I say dreaded head, on top of his own. And the son is Gooseoff, who only goes Gooseoff, and seems to be, I guess, pure of heart. It was kind of shown early on when he, when they did not succeed in catching Vash the first time, and his dad, that can obviously speak Gooseoff's like, "Stop laughing. Are you going to be dumb like that coward?" Because the whole thing with Vash is he called him a coward. Even Meryl agrees. You keep running. You're running away from the pain. Don't, let's not confuse any of this. You're running from the pain and you can't keep running. What she says is correct. Vash retorts with, does it really mean so much to meet things head on, even if it means someone dies or it means killing somebody? She kind of goes, "Oh, I kind of understand." Like, they're both right. Let's not go and say Vash is 100% correct. No, they're both right. Sometimes, if things are going to get bad, there's really no point in having head-on collisions. Sometimes it's good for your own edification, so you stand up for yourself and you show people, like, "Hey, I'm stand up for myself," or, so you don't always run away from problems, because you can't always run away from problems. You can't move away because it's always going to be there. But sometimes you don't have to meet things always head on like that. You can solve problems without doing that, which is what Vash does when he has to, right? And it's very interesting because in the very beginning, before the town tries to capture him, Rose and Roberto's just like, "Okay, so you're not the one stealing plants. We finally understand why there's a bounty on him. It's not just because he's a human typhoon. It's, you're not the one stealing plants. It's your twin brother, looks just like you. Yeah, you have no proof." And Vash's funny face of, like, crying is not going to help you. That whole story all the way through, even at the end, we see how cool Vash is, right? Still saves Rosa's dumbass by kicking the flying fist from Gusef away, and catches her midair. Even says the speech while talking to Nebraska, was the only speaker in Nebraska, always says "Power's truth, power's justice. Those who don't fight have no future." Blah 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 blah. Which is actually kind of, hate to say it, that's kind of true. Yeah, it's a very airheaded muscle man, mucho way of thinking, but it is kind of true. Like, you do have to meet things head on. You can't always deflect. But his little speech, his speech to the Nebraskas, when it's like, "Hey, why are you defending these people? Like, they're after your head too. As a matter of fact, they're worse than regular criminals because they pretend to befriend you," which makes Rose all guilty, blah, 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 blah. He said, "Well, they were kind to me. I want to save them. That's all." And when Guy used his rocket launcher, they did a cool move where it's like rocket fist, gets him in midair so he can shoot the rocket. He was able to dodge the rocket anyway because he's Vash the Stampede. And when guy takes out, looks like a Beretta, shoots it, and Vash, it goes in slow motion. So the slow motion part was to show how fast Vash's reflexes are. When he takes out his own gun and fires, meets the bullet with his bullet. It's like, I'm going to save everybody, and that includes you. Which prompts Roberto to go say, what is this guy? Like, whose side is he on? He's on everybody's side, obviously. I love the funny excuse he gives about why aren't you using your gun against those people? Well, but one bullet costs as much as 2 slices of pizza. Okay, so it's the money thing, which that joke gets brought up again when he asks Papa Nebraska why didn't he start with the rocket launcher? You know how much these things cost? They try to steal the plant. Vash only comes back to help these town people so the plant doesn't get stolen. Like, please give it back. And we get a bit of a resolution because, not a little bit, we get a resolution because the platform that they're on right here starts to creak, is about to fall. The Papa gets over. Instead of Gustav just ditching the plant, he walks the plant over so it doesn't fall, and he falls instead. And Vash is able to hold up this guy's hulking. He's hulking and big. And, when he does the rocket fist, Vash is holding. He's like, Rosa, help. And she puts the gun to dude's face. And he's like, that's my darling son. And now she's like, oh, give back the plant. Rosa, if you haven't paid attention, you guys already have the plant. He can't give back what you already have. So you should probably just go, as long as you don't try to steal the plant again. That was a very bad line of dialogue, and I did not like it at all. So the town help. And when the Gustavs try to leave, they go, you're not going anywhere. They're having a party, booze for everybody. Even Meryl's drinking. She's getting drunk. Papa Gustav does not drink. And we get the cute interaction of Tonus showing the butterfly worm. They're worms, but they look like butterfly worms, to Gustav, who's all freaked out. And something that we saw in the very beginning, which alluded to the Nebraskas being freed, or should I say escaped from prison. They did 69 accounts of murder and 12 accounts of attempted murder. It's a very oddly specific number of 69. Anyway, we do see these little robots. The robots look like what you see when you look at a virus under a microscope. They look like little virus bugs. And we saw them earlier. They see Vash as he's cleaning his gun, listening to the radio. They show up again as Vash kind of slips out during the party. He's about to leave, and Roberto's, smoking that cigarette. It's like, why? Who are you running from? Oh yeah, you did tell me, this Million Knives guy. He's like, you couldn't stay in one spot even if you want to. And Vash, had initially said they won't overstay his welcome. But Meryl screams. They go back. All these things are crawling on Gustav. Gustav runs outside. They start glowing red. Before Papa Gustav goes, Vash holds him back. Explosion. That's where the episode ends. The opening song is kind of if I ever did a ranking of opening songs, it wouldn't make it. At least not right now. Maybe I need to listen to it 10 times, and maybe even the ending is kind of it fits the tone of what Vash the Stampede, Trigun Stampede is. It fits that whole air of emotion, that whole theme. But the action's nice. I'm trying to be critical, because I was very critical thinking of Orange Studio, because all this stuff looks like this. It's always the cell shaded look, and Vash has a picture of Knives rimming himself, and it's hand drawn just like his wanted picture. This show, you guys could have shown everybody, hey, we're not just the furry anime show guy makers. We can make something that looks closer to traditional 2D, and people would applaud you for it, and you can just go back to doing what you did all over again. And at the same time, do we taunt Pixar for doing the same thing all the time? You know what I'm saying? Do we talk about DreamWorks? Although there are noticeably better looking things coming out of each studio. I'm not saying better than this. I'm saying, like, compare certain Pixar movies against one another. There's very obvious that some are better than others. Same thing with DreamWorks. There's some that are way better than others, just on sight, right? I don't know. I would have preferred this to be hand-drawn by a studio that, hand-drawn, traditional 2D flat art. But it's not atrocious. It's not offensive to the eyes. I believe I said that last time as well. So characterization is pretty good. I think we might get some character growth sooner or later of Vash just finally going, I can't keep running. That probably won't happen to like episode 20 or something like that. You know, way by the time we get go up a little bit by the time we get Wolfwood over. Oh yeah, that doesn't help. Boink, Wolfwood right there. That's probably when he'll probably start going, oh, I can't keep running away. I mean, that more or less happened in the original where Vash had to finally kill somebody because they were murdering folks. He like, all right, I have to. I was reminded though when I saw Twitter earlier, Vash dodging the bullets here was very, you know, when he's dodging the rocket fist and dodging the bullets, you know, he kind of spins and moves around. You could tell that if he wanted to mess you up, he could. And he does it in a silly way. And they match it against Vash in the original, crawling away from the bullets like a lizard, which is very, very, very comedic. The show this version, Stampede tries to do comedy in a different way. The motion of the animation really lends for some good facial reaction. So I will give them that, because I'm definitely paying attention every time someone speaks or has a revelation. Really, really good. Can't read my own notes. I said shiny something. Oh, Vash is a shiny beacon, because not only was he able to not be captured by either group, make sure neither group got hurt until the end, he was able to bring both of them together. He's like a shiny beacon, you know, of justice. They haven't said his thing in the original anime, the love and peace. Hadn't said that at all. Kind of already looks like Meryl starting to fall for him, because she looks at Vash when he smiles at everybody coming together, and he does a full on smile. She's like, Vash the Stampede. I believe she called him lame. I was like, what? No, she said, what a weirdo. What a weirdo. Knives is also dumb. I'm going to say this now because I know I'm going to say it again. His whole thing is going to be, you know, humans need to be killed and they suck and they're evil. You literally have stranded the last remnants of humanity on this godforsaken planet by being an asshole. And now there are people who are basically murderers, killers, and all this because everyone's trying to survive. Even the person on the radio goes, man, the plants, old technology, it kind of sucks because all of us have to try to survive here. It might be a curse that our ancestors actually were able to survive. Anyway, here's some music. You kind of screwed them. So you did a self-fulfilling prophecy. In the manga, Knives is killed. In the original Trigun, Knives was not killed. Vash finally beats him and makes him go around and atone for all the lives he's ruined and all the people he's killed. I don't want that ending. I've already seen him get him to atone. Nah, he need to be gone, because I don't like him. I don't like this character. He's annoying. He's gonna be annoying. You know he's gonna be annoying. And my last thoughts are, Roberto's useless. Flat out. Like, you want the characterization of, oh, we got the old man who's been there, seen there, done that. Oh, it's going to be cool. And he's like, Japan loves these hard-boiled detective-like characters. And we're going to get Kenji, I think his name is Inafune. We're going to get the guy who plays Jiro from Kamen Rider. We're going to get him to do it because he's so cool. And it's like, you could have just made Millie, but made Millie older. You can have a female character that does that, because now, as I look here, you have just Meryl as the lone female. You have Wolfwood, who originally played that, I'm the wandering priest who has to do the things that I have to do. And you got Vash, who, secret, funny protagonist, man. You got Meryl, who is the hot-blooded, hot-tempered love interest. Now you have the, more naive, strong-willed, spunky Meryl. You could have just made Millie who Roberto doesn't need to. You didn't need to make a new character when you could have just changed the characterization of Millie. That's just my opinion. And I'm gonna call it now. I'm pretty sure Roberto's gonna be one of the ones that dies. Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe they had Roberto, and they made Roberto so Roberto can die. And like you'll care, like, oh no, Roberto died. We saw him since episode 1. Oh no. And maybe his wife is Millie. Maybe that's how Millie will show up. Who knows? Who knows? Probably not. I'm not gonna give them that much credit. Probably not. But I'm gonna call that shot right now. He'll probably end up dying. Knives will probably kill him, and everybody's like, oh no. And Vash is like, I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. All in all, I try to judge a show upon itself, and I try not to judge it on past iterations, although you have to do that. This isn't offensive. This is bad. I don't want to call it average yet. I'm trying to give it to episode 5. I give this a 4 because I do appreciate the characterizations. The characterizations meaning, all right, we understand Vash had some good speeches, right? He has some good speeches. You have some good, funny one-liners. You get to see how afflicted the world is. Also, those little virus things are called lost technology, apparently. You get to see a little bit more world building and understand some of the things that are going on. I can give it a 4 for that because that's fair. That's fair. This wasn't just a slapdash kind of thing. It's a shame that, a person like myself who's seen enough of these, I don't want to say this is a run of a mill episode 2, but it's decent enough. This could have gotten boring. There could have been tons of talking. So I'm very interested in seeing how things pick up next week. But this was fun. This is a 4 out of 5. Let me know what you think of the second episode of Trigun Stampede in the comment section down below. Are you enjoying it so far? A lot of people, it's so weird because now a lot of people are going like, look how they massacred my boy. And it's like, you guys realize they talked about this show like months ago. Like months ago to the point that I didn't think it was going to come out in 2023. I thought it was going to be like a 2024 kind of deal. That's how, this thing should have been fresh on your minds. It's kind of weird how some people just kind of jump on things like, oh, they massacred it. Did you really like Trigun that much? Did you? And even if you did, you can still go back and watch the old one. Like it's on Hulu. It's on here. It hasn't gone anywhere, and you could probably look it up on Crunchyroll or other places that you watch your anime. I'm just saying. Please don't forget to leave that comment. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos such as this. Make sure you click all on. Yeah, guys, 4 out of 5 from me. I am so thankful that you decided to stick around and listen to me talk about this anime, one of the newer animes of the winter. I guess winter did start in December. It doesn't matter. I'm going to say it's one of the newer animes of winter. Please be good, be blessed, take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk, all right? Too many jerks in this world, and just... above all other things, realize that you are never alone in this world. There's someone out there that cares about you and would rather talk to you today than miss you tomorrow. You need someone to talk to? My social medias are right down there in that description button, description bar right there. Just hit show more. They're right there. Follow me. Hit me up. I promise you I'm friendly unless you're a jerk. But above all else, guys, I will most definitely see you next time.